Hey, what's up guys? Jason Cardamone. We're back. We're going to do, it's day -3. So I did decide I'm going to start my WooCar 90 on August 31st. It's going to run until December 1st will be day 90. I did finally flesh out all the rest of my vision statement this morning. It was just a little bit left, and then the majority of all of my 90-day targets. So the only one, ironically, it's so funny, this is the one I typically always do first and I'm the most confident about typically, is the financial stuff. And usually everything else is like, you know, a little more nebulous, like it's not quite defined as much. And this is totally the opposite. So this is a new situation for me where the financial part, I have a lot of it flushed out, but it's I don't feel any kind of confidence around it, and I don't have a final number, like a money target to go for. And there's two main parts to the money right now as far as where income comes from, and that's going to be from the SEO business and from WooCar. And the trick is figuring out what's going to contribute to what, and do I just set the goal I want to go for and make these fit that, and how much do I like kind of, okay, here's the deal guys, why this, and I'll tell you about the other goals in a second. But the tricky thing is that if I make the amount way too big, then I know my belief system will be like, well dude, you can't hit that, and I won't, like, I'll sabotage everything. And if I make it like too realistic or not hard enough, if it's not a big enough target to go for, I won't be that motivated. It'll just be easy, and I will settle for hitting whatever the low number I go for. So I need to set a really big number. And to further complicate it more, at this time last year, made a significant multiple six figures within like 3 or 4 months at this time last year. And so that I want to do that or beyond that, and it's a little bit different because that was a vehicle that I was it was basically building network marketing with the vision and the power of WooCar backing that. And so the network marketing part, I have a ton of influence, and it's also internet marketing, but it was in one way it was more familiar, something I'd done a lot more. I've run 2 SEO firms, so it's not like that's brand new to me or anything like that. But I've never made multiple 6 figures with my SEO businesses yet, and so that it's a little new. And then with WooCar, I might have some more clarity by this weekend. I will definitely have clarity before the 31st when I start, and so it might be the very day before. It's a little tricky. The most important news, even bigger than that, and this is a lot of what gave me the freedom to finally sit down and like focus, was Matt's tumor was not cancerous, and I'm gonna lose it now. So grateful for that. I know, I mean, he's still like really in lots of pain. He has a lot of recovery to do still, but it was a non-cancerous tumor, and the doctors said that they've never seen a tumor like that or that large that wasn't cancerous. It was like it was beyond science. And Matt is like, I wish I had my phone to read what he wrote, but he basically said he has no doubts that all the prayer and the meditation and all the positive intentions that everybody put on it, that literally changed the actual structure of the atoms and the quarks and everything that matter is made of. And he didn't say all that stuff. I was adding the details in for you. But he did say he believes all of those changed, you know, manifested what really happened. And, you know, where there's all these like high-end medical doctors saying like, dude, this is a miracle. We've never seen anything like this that wasn't cancerous. So that's awesome. And it also, I will be honest, it doesn't totally surprise me, because I believe that exact same thing, that all that intention does mean something. And the second thing is that Matt has so much power and intention over his mind and his body. Like he's just this. He's amazing with his ability to, like even the day after surgery, he was all tired, super hurt, and the whole day Tarlis was like he's in like a really good mood, like amazingly good mood, even though he's in massive pain and stuff. He's just that he has amazing gifts in those areas. That his power to control his brain and psychology is beyond anything I've seen. I think Michael Burnoff said something very similar to that as well. So anyway, that is awesome news. And financial goals are a little bit iffy. Is there another part in there? There might be another income stream besides the SEO business and WooCar somewhere in there. So there's a little bit to be fleshed out with that stuff. And then I have, so two other things. I'll tell you about all or most of the goals I set. I think I remember all of them. But I do want to say, so let me tell you about the health or the fitness goals. And so the one is to run a half marathon in less than 90 minutes, so less than 1 hour, 29 minutes, 29 seconds or less. That's my target time. That would put me at a mile time of like 6 minutes and 51, 52 seconds, somewhere, low 650s. It's also a huge stretch just to get below 7-minute miles for a half marathon, because my best time to date is 7 minutes, 59 seconds. So a full minute per mile, that's huge amounts of time. But it was also like 3 years ago, last time I ran a half marathon, and I am running like ridiculously fast now. I just haven't done that long at 13 miles for a long time, so for years. And so it's a matter of building up the long distance to get to that. But I just did something today that just builds a ton of belief towards doing that. So in setting my game plan here, I work with a 4-time Olympian, and she's helping. She said yes. She got all excited about my goal, like wanting to run a half marathon in sub 7s. It's called, so sub 7-minute miles. That's what that means. So she was like literally like all excited about it. It was awesome, and that made me that much more excited. Like, yeah, that's an awesome goal. And she was like, so we'll figure out whether we're going to go for it in like 60 or 90 days based on, we're going to do a few fitness tests here in the next week. So this was last week. So the first fitness test, it was actually yesterday, but I had like a hip flexor I think I told you guys about a few days ago. I actually took yesterday all the way off, and the day before I did a little bit of running. It was bothering me a little bit, but today, like golden, and it feels fine, like totally normal right now. I'm really grateful for that. I took amazingly good care of it the last like 72 hours. I've been icing it and like really taking care of it. So it was fine today with very high speed work. So what I had today was a 1 mile time trial. And a time trial is where you basically, it's a race. You go as fast as you freaking can and try to beat, you just try to go all out. And so I haven't done a 1 mile time trial for like, I don't even know when I ever did. I think in high school we did one when I was like 16 or 17 or something. So I don't remember my time back then either, but I'm pretty sure I probably just beat my time. I just forgot my time too. I believe it was way under 6s. I'm really, it's so funny. Yeah, I beat this amazing time, really excited about it, but I don't remember the time. I think it's 5:38, but I'm looking it up right now real quick. Oh, it's 5:34. So 5 minutes, 34 seconds to get 4 times around the track. Well, 4 times plus 9 meters is what it is. And man, guys, I was not supposed to run it even near that fast, not even close to that fast. Probably a fast time would have been like 6 minutes, and I think target time was like more like 6:15 or 20s or something, according to what my coach wanted me to start out at. And I'll just be honest, she wanted me to run like 1 minute 50 seconds for the first 2 laps, and I just felt so good during the warm-ups and I was going much fast. I was running like 1 minute 30-second averages, and I wasn't doing full laps, but like quarter laps and half laps. And I just felt amazing. I'm like, dude, I can easily go around 4 times at these paces, and or I thought I could. So I just went for it, and the first lap was like 130, I don't know, 132 or 131 or something around those ranges. And I think the next one was like 1 second greater, and then it went way down and way down again. The fourth lap was by far the fastest. So anyway, that is huge, and I'm so excited to see what she comes back with. And then so the second part of those tests are going to be, I think in 4 or 5 days from today, I have another time trial, but it's going to be for a half mile, or basically 2 laps around a track, real close, a little bit longer than 2 laps, like literally like a body length longer than 2 laps, maybe a couple body lengths. So I'm already creating my target around that based on the time I got today, which is going to be like, actually I already forgot it, but it's going to be what? Actually, I'm going to go for a 2 minute and 30 seconds to get around 2 laps. So that's my goal right now. And I might even cut it down a little below that, but I bet you it's going to be pretty close to that. And like 2 laps, I'm going to be like just cruising. It's going to be, I'm excited. So anyway, guys, that is what's going on with that. So let me share. So that's guys, that's a huge deal to me. It's why I took so much time with all that. You can tell I'm all excited about it. The other goals I set, so it's the half marathon and also to do a half press handstand. And that's basically, I wish I could just show you guys, but it's a handstand where your hands are on the ground, right? So like hands are down. So used to drawing legs. So head is here, body goes, legs are literally like that, and then your hands. So it's a handstand, like your head's way off the ground, your hands are pressing down like this, and your legs, basically both legs, you fold at your waist like this, and your legs come up, and you get really close to, with both legs, you get really close to touching the ground, but you don't quite touch, and then you come right back up. So it's like this crazy gymnastics move. So that might be even beyond running a half marathon and, you know, sub 7s, because it's crazy hard with the training I've been doing. I think that's part of why my hip was messed up too, because of this. Strained me so much over a few sessions. So, but I'm still going for that. I really am. I'm setting these huge goals, and I don't know what's going to happen in these 90 days, or I guess 94, 95 days. Obviously, I'm already working towards some of the goals and stuff, and I just, like today, 5 minutes, 34 seconds for a mile, that kind of blew some limiting beliefs away. I want a new goal of doing 1 mile in 5 minutes now, and I don't, not in this 90 days, but somewhere in the, you know, the coming year or something. So everything just keeps getting better and better. It's like, it's really exciting. So the other goals are around the relationship. I actually need to flesh out the rest of my relationships with my wife and kids, especially. I need to address other relationships like business partners and stuff like that too. So, but they're going to revolve, the family ones will revolve around like weekly dates with my wife, just her and I. It'll involve something with either individual dates with the kids or doing special things, taking them to school more. Like I used to take them to school and pick them up every single day up until this past year. Something where we're spending really high quality, amazing time together. And so obviously I need to flesh that one out a little bit. The personal development goals, or no, let me jump back to the health goals. So I told you about what I want to do, like the physical stuff. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to drink a minimum of 4 to 5 liters of alkalized water every single day. So I have a high-end Kangen machine, so I'm going to be drinking that. I'm going to eat a big bowl of fruit every single day, organic, and I'm also going to have a big salad or vegetables every day. I was crazy consistent with all that stuff for like 90 days, and I've lacked off just a little bit, where I'm still, I think, entirely gluten-free mostly sugar-free. A little sugar's crept in here and there, but very little. But I'm not eating as many like raw veg. Actually, for a while, my intestines got really out of whack, the bacteria, because I was eating so much raw vegetables. But I've added in fruits for the last week, like almost every single day. And then I need to work in the vegetables, which I was like crazy good at early, just a matter of 3 or 4 months ago. So that's really easy to get back to where I basically, that's all I eat is greens and like high quality protein like Vega protein and fish. So be doing that with the water. So that'll be like, meditation, which kind of falls into personal development. So I am going to be amazingly better at self-guided meditation, not where somebody else is walking me through stuff, where I am guiding myself. That's a huge focus. I want to do it every single day. And I will switch off some days where I will do some like brain entrainment, self-hypnosis stuff. I'm going to play Lumosity every single day. Or no, I put 5 days a week for that. And I'll probably play at 7, but besides travel and stuff, it'll be tricky. I am going to read every day. I have... I'm going to read 7 books over the 90 days, I believe. I was originally going to go for 12, which is 1 per week. And I don't know, with the extra amount of time it'll take, I might. I said at least 7 books, basically. So, and I listed down the first 5 or 6 of them, too. And I've actually, in the past 4 or 5 weeks, I've read like 4 or 5 books. So I'm actually on 1 book per week average right now, real close to it. But I don't want to push it too hard because I have a bunch of stuff coming up, including the other personal development stuff is I am going to be a leader at Michael Burnoff's Core Strength. I am going to his HIT. It's like that is my favorite thing in the world. It's favorite event I've ever been to out of everything. Spent way over like what am I at, 150, 200 grand or way over that now in personal development. And the best thing I've ever done is HIT. So I'm totally excited for that. That's in November. I think that's there's probably a couple things I'm missing, but I'll give you guys the whole list. Like I'll put it on the screen or something here. Not in this video, but right when we're going to start. So you have like the exact defined things. So the one I need to flesh out is the money stuff. And that will be fleshed out somewhere between now and the end of this weekend. And I need to get a few more things done with finishing up the Woo-cademy. So programming it. So in case you don't know that. So not just going through, like when you hear that from other people, it's going to be them going through courses. I'm like programming the courses and the content and the quizzes, and actually I had a ton of help with all that, but I have to get it into the system and everything. So that's a big project to be completed in the next few days, and also designing the WooCard 90-day program, the coaching program that those of you that are selected are going to be going through, and we're going to be coaching you. So Tarlise and I are designing that entire program. So we have to complete that over the next 4 days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I guess 3 days. Is that just 3 days left? Friday, Saturday, it is 3 days. So lots of stuff to do. Going to be busy next few days. And that's awesome. So much energy's been freed up now that not only is Matt done with his surgery, but that it's not cancerous and he's starting to feel better and better. That is, I definitely didn't expect to have so much energy and emotions and everything invested into. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because like I'm so close with Matt. He's like, I care about him so deeply, but I was surprised I wasn't able to better focus on my whole life. When Matt was going through everything, it was like a major toll on me. And it actually was very much like when my dad had 5-way heart surgery, 5-way bypass back in, I think it was April of 2013. And I took that entire month off. And he was in the hospital for like 25 or something days. And I was there every single day. And it was, gosh, even that was less distracting overall than this past week. It was a huge toll on me. There were a lot of days where I was like, I had to go to bed early and I was all drained. Today was really the first day where I felt approaching normal levels of energy. I meditated this morning on my own. I haven't done that for I've maybe tried it a few times in the last few months, maybe, but most of that's been self-guided hypnosis. Is that really? It's not self-hypnosis. It's brain entrainment is what I've been doing. So all around financial stuff. So I think that's it. I meant for this to be like 5 minutes, and I got too excited about running and got distracted on a couple of cool things. But that's everything going on. This is day -3. I have no idea what the date is. I never know what the date is, so I have to go backwards. 31st is Monday. So Sunday's the 30th, Saturday's the 29th, 28th, so today's the 27th. So today is an awesome, really awesome day. And I've also been communicating a ton with people we connected on the call with Matt the other day. And there's been a lot of communication in the past like 72 hours all over Facebook and messages and text messages. I mean, messages being Facebook, text messages, leadership group stuff, emails, and phone calls have actually been a lot higher in the past 72 hours than normal, like way higher, like probably 3 times the amount. So all that stuff adds up and kind of eats chunks out of the day. So, but all that will be worked in with the new schedule as I'm creating these 90-day goals and have these exact targets, not goals, 90-day targets. And that's it for now, guys. So I have a ton of ideas and I want to like say stuff, but we're going to shut this off for now. So day -3, we're starting on the 31st here. And so guys, we're going to have day -2, -1, 0 will be Sunday. And then it's go time on the 31st. So that's it. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.